Hello students, welcome to the online lecture of computer. In previous period we have started our chapter number 1, Introduction to HTML, and in that basic information related to the HTML we have seen. Now today we will begin with the new topic, that is structure of HTML. Structure of HTML always begin with HTML open, HTML close, and also whenever you are performing HTML practical, in that structure is must, and you must have to follow the structure if you want the proper output. Structure of HTML mainly divide into two parts. In that the first part is that is head open, head close, which is considered as a head section, and second part is body open and body close, which will be considered as a body section. Means structure of HTML is divided into two parts. First one is head section, body section, or sometimes you can call it as a head element and body element. Once you write this structure, afterwards the next step is that is to save a file. And whenever you want to save a file, you can use two options, keyboard shortcut or file menu. If you want to use keyboard shortcut key, then Control Shift and S key, and if you want to open a using file menu, then click on a file menu and click on save as option. Now I want to save my file on desktop, so here I am writing a name of file as a example1.html, and also keep in mind that while writing a file name, no one has to leave a space. If you will leave a space, you will not able to get the output on a screen, or your file will not save properly even also. So without leaving a space, save your file, and here in save as type option, if you will change into all file option, then from that you will get to know your HTML file is there or not. Right now if you will see, nothing is there, but by selecting all files along with the HTML file, all the files you can able to see on the screen. And if you are not changing, then also there will not be any kind of problem. But if you will leave a space and if you will keep as a text document, then it will not save your file in a proper manner. So here I am selecting all files and click on a save option, and here I am replacing my old file with the new file. Right now, after saving a file, open any particular browser like Internet Explorer, Mozilla Firefox or Google Chrome, and in that press Ctrl O to open a file. So click on Ctrl O, open dialog box will be appear. Click on browse option, go to the location. Right now I am on the desktop only, so I am selecting my file and click on open, and afterwards click on OK. Now when you will do, a page will get open which is totally blank. Right now nothing is written, and on the title bar if you will see, then you will see the address of a file. But here instead of address we want to display the title. So that title can be possible with the help of HTML title, and that HTML title, it is compulsory to write in between head section open and head section close. Now the title of a web page is specified by the HTML title element. Means whenever we are writing like this, that is title open, title close, and in between that I am writing a title, that is HTML and introduction. So this whole statement, it is considered as a title element, which consisting of title open tag, then this you can consider it as a content, and this is a close tag. So using a combination of open, content and close tag, the whole statement will be considered as an element, title element, because it is written in a title tag open and title tag close. Now if you will see on a title bar, then here the star symbol is there, which shows the changes you have done but file you have not saved. So press Ctrl S, so that start symbol will get hide, and now go in a browser and just press F5 key. So now instead of address, you can able to see the title which we have written inside the title tag. So this is the use of a title tag, which help us to display the title on a title bar. And also keep in mind that inside the title tag, except content, we do not have to use any another tag. If we will use, then we will not get the output in a proper manner. Now next step is that to display the content on a web page, and that content can be possible to display with the help of body section. And whenever we want to display any content, before that we need to display the heading. Means generally our HTML document begins with the heading only, and it provides total 6 heading styles starting from H1 to H6. So let me show you the use of heading style. That is, here I am writing H1 and introduction to HTML, and afterwards I am closing my tag, that is H1. Always keep in mind, every time I will say again and again that whenever you are opening your tag, close your tag as well, so that you will not forget to close and you will get the proper output. Now just save your file, go in a browser and just press F5 key. Here if you will see, title get appear and it get appear in a big font size. Like that, total 6 styles are there. So from here I am copying my whole line, paste and paste multiple times, means total maximum 6 times, as we require to see the output of 6 heading styles. And simply replace the value by changing the numeric value. And after replacing a value, you will see the difference, that which heading style will appear on a screen on which at which font type, so font size. So save your file and press F5 key. Now you can see the first heading look bigger font size, and last heading if you will see, then the size of font is very small. So keep in mind, H1 is big font size, H6 is small in size, and H4 is considered as a default heading style, which is the medium font size, right? So by this way we can able to display the heading in a different styles, right? So right now this I am removing because we need only one heading right now, and based on that we have provided a heading even also. Now next is that heading we have provided. Now with respect to the heading, we need to provide some basic information. So that information if you want to provide, then it can be possible with the tag, that is P tag, and P tag stands for paragraph tag open and paragraph tag close. And whichever information you want to display, that information we must have to write in between paragraph tag open and paragraph tag close. Without that tag also you can write the information, but in HTML it will not be considered as an appropriate way. So here I am writing HTML is a markup language which help us to create a simple web page. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language, full stop. HTML is a case insensitive language, which means you can write in any case. You can write in a capital, you can write in a lower case, or you can write in a combination of capital and lower. Whether tags are there or whether information is there is no any kind of problem. Also HTML is a platform independent language, which means it can be operated from every operating system. And HTML file always save with .html extension, full stop. Now this much information I have written. Now just save your file, go in a browser and just press F5 key. Now you can see your information get appear on your screen, right? Now here one simple paragraph is there. Now if you want to display using if you want to display the second paragraph, then by pressing enter key, just simply I am copying this content only, so that we do not have to waste more time behind that in typing. Now if you will see, then in one paragraph tag, two paragraphs are there, which is separated by one line. Now save your file and see the output. In your output, there is no any space. And here if you will see, then here we have given the space. Then why it not get appear? In that, always keep in mind, dear students, that whenever in Notepad you are breaking your line by pressing enter key, HTML will not understand that we have to break a line. For that, HTML is using a tag, and that tag is considered as a BR tag. BR stands for break rule. And this tag is also considered as an empty tag. Why? Because that particular BR tag does not contain a close tag, and it does not require any information. Simply it is used to break two different lines. So in a one paragraph, if you want to break your line from the between, then using BR tag you can able to do it very easily. Now just see the output. Now it will be appear in a two different lines, right? But this is not considered as a two paragraph, right? If you want to display in a form of two different paragraphs, then here I am closing my p tag. Afterwards again open your p tag and save your file and see the output. Now exactly two different paragraphs with one line break you can able to see very clearly. So this is the use of your paragraph tag. Along with that, we have seen the use of BR tag even also, which help us to break a line, right? Now next is there information we have written. Now whenever you want to display or whenever you want to highlight any particular text, then using some effects you can able to do it very easily. For example, bold is there, underline is there, italic is there, which you are used to in Microsoft Word, Excel or PowerPoint. Same thing, same effect you can also able to provide over here, and that can be possible using a particular tag, that is B tag, I tag and U tag. Let us see the use of that. So here I am writing a text, that is use of B tag open, and here I am writing that is bold and B tag close tag, and just break your line. Now just save your file and just refresh your page. Now here you can see only a word bold will be appear in a form of bold text. Remaining all the text is in a normal form. Same way again write use of, here I am writing I, which stands for italic, and italic I tag close, and here I am writing tag full stop and BR. Just save your file and refresh. You can able to see the word italic only it get appear in a form of italic effect. But suppose if you forget to close I tag, now save your file and just press F5. Then word italic as well as word tag both get appear in a italic form. So this also you have to keep in a mind. And next one is that is use of underline tag, which is indicated by U tag, and here I am writing that is underline, and close U tag full stop and break your line. Now just save your file and just press F5 key. Now here you can see only the word underline appear in a form of underline effect. So whichever effect you want to provide before that text and after that text, you have to close your tag. so that you can able to get the proper output. For example, I want to display hypertext markup language in a bold form. So here I am writing that is b tag open, and here I am writing that is b tag close. Now just save your file and see your output, that hypertext markup language get appear in a bold form. Is it clear? Right? Now next topic is there, that is to display the information in a pre-formatted form. Means whatever the information we are writing, exactly in that format we have to display the output on a screen. For example, let us provide in a form of heading first, so that we can understand that which concept we are using, that is use of pre-formatted tag. Right? Now here I am writing standard, then I am providing one tab key and then leaving a space standard 10, then medium English, school Saraswati, and year 2020. Now if you will see all the information which I have written over here, that all the information written in a proper manner. Now exactly in the same form I want to display output on a screen. So just save your file and just press F5 key. Here if you will see all the information get appear in a one single line, right, which is not considered as a proper output. So if you want to display in the same format, then HTML is providing a tag and the name of tag is that is pre-tag open, and here I am writing that is pre-tag close. Now just save your file, refresh your web page, you will able to see the output. But along with that there is a change in a font type, because in pre-formatted tag whatever the default font type will be that will be applicable, and according to that the output will get displayed on the screen. So your output will be look like this, right? So understand that we have learned about the title tag, then after we have seen about body section. In body section we have learned about heading style, paragraph tag, BR tag, pre-formatted tag, then after bold, italic and underline. Right? Now next tag is there which is used as a typewriter font. Means if you want to display the text in a form of typewriter font style, then you can use like this, that is use of typewriter font tag, and just break your line, and here whenever you want to use, it will be indicated by TT tag open and TT tag close. Just save your file and just press F5 key. Now here you can see the word typewriter and the remaining other word, both the font styles are different. Why? Because the word typewriter it get appear in a form of typewriter font style. Same way, whenever you want to put a thin line in between a particular text, then for that also HTML is providing a tag, and for that we have to use the concept of strike through tag. When you will use this particular tag, using that tag you can put the particular thin line on a word, and it is indicated by hashtag open, hashtag close. Now just save your file and just refresh your page. You can see the word strike, on that a thin line get appear, and instead of S, if you are writing strike open and strike close, then also output will remain same. So strike through can be written or strike effect can be provided using hashtag, or you can use strike tag even also, but it doesn't mean that same like this we can able to apply in all the tags. No, in which whatever the format they have given of using that tag, exactly in the same format we have to use, then and only then we can able to get the proper output. Otherwise it cannot be possible to get the output on a screen in a proper manner. Is it clear, students? Now Next is there, that is sometimes we if we want to write either mathematical formula or chemical equation, then directly it cannot be possible, because we know that in mathematical formula, if we are taking an example of a plus b whole square, then where we are speaking a square, that is considered the power which is raised to a plus b, means its level is one step above. And if we are talking about the chemical name of water, that is H2O, where the position of 2 is below your text. So whenever in that form if you want to write, then HTML is also providing that facility and that tag, and for that we have to use, that is superscript tag, by which you can raise your value one step ahead. And for that I am writing, that is a plus b whole square equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square, and then after just break your line by using br. Now whenever you want to raise your tag, simply what we have to write, sup open, and after the 2 immediately we have to close sup close. Same way here, before 2 write sup open, and here I am writing, that is sup close, and here I am keeping remain, that afterwards we will make it change. So before that, let us see the output, that when we have used this text, what the output getting appear on a screen. So here if you will see, here 2 get raised, here also 2 get raised, but here 2 remain as it is. So here also if you want to raise, then simply what we have to do, that is superscript open tag and superscript close. Just save your file, refresh your page. Now you can see the formula get appear in a proper manner, right? Same way you can use the concept of subscript. So here I am writing first of all, that is subscript. Now chemical name of water, that is H2O. Now here we want to make this 2 one step below. So for that what we have to write, subscript open, and after 2 subscript close. Now save your file and see the output. But don't forget to write your br tag, so that we can break a line, otherwise output will appear in a one single line only like this. So after that just press F5 key. Now here you can see the 2 get one step below compared to the H. So by this way you can write the chemical name of any particular thing, and in this same format you can write the mathematical equation even also. So this is the use of superscript and subscript. So let us revise that how many tags we have learned. First one is your structure of HTML. After structure of HTML we have seen the use of title tag, and before the title tag both two sections were there, that is head section and body section, which we can consider as head element or body element. Then after we have seen that title tag, use of title tag, it will be written inside the head section only. Then after we have seen the use of heading style, which we have to write inside the body tag open and body tag close. After that paragraph, then after BR, then after pre-formatted, then after bold, italic, underline, strike through, typewriter font, superscript and subscript. So these all are the tags we have seen, by which we get the output like this on the screen. So by this way, in this method, whenever you are following like this step by step, then you can able to get the output on a screen very easily. So I hope that up to this you understood very well, and just be prepared well, keep remember this all the things, so that in next lecture whenever we'll get back, at that time you can get the clear idea of the remaining another text which is remain in this chapter, right? Hope that you understood everything very nicely. Enjoy your day. Take care. Have a nice day, students. Goodbye.